Hey everybody, it's Nikki here with Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, and this week's static sale is going to be some antique and vintage books. So it's not too late if you haven't or don't already know, Claudia K. Vintage is doing an altered book project, and some of these would be great for that. How this works is you see something, comment on the number. This week is going to be a number in the comment section below. First come, first serve. So let's get going. Okay, up first I have The Unsuspected by Charlotte Armstrong. This is the movie edition here. We've got Joan Caulfield, Claude Rains of Casablanca fame. So this is a paperback. And let's flip to the opening page here. This is a 1947. So just post-World War. This paperback book is 75 years old. It is in really good condition. It's got red pages and all. And if you're interested in this guy here, he's going to be $6, number 5. Okay, next up I have a Perry Mason softback book. This one was 35 cents back in the day. It is a Cardinal edition. The Case of the Cautious Coquette, a Perry Mason mystery. This is 1959, and all the pages are still in really good condition. Still very readable. This was a well-thumbed copy, that's for sure. And if you're interested in this one, it is a little saucy. It's not super saucy, but it is a little saucy. This one here will be $6, number 12. This one here is one of my antiques. I just love the embossing they did on the hardcover. Isn't that the Celtic knotwork? Isn't that gorgeous? So we've got a little wear here on the spine, right there. But not too bad considering the age of this book. This is the Memoirs of Mr. William Carvoso, written by himself and edited by his son. This one is 1849. Jeez Louise, 1849. There's a picture of him. It is inscribed in the front there. And I do have a little bit of separation here, but like I said, this book is quite ancient, 1849. And it's a small guy. It's the size of a paperback. I love these to decorate with. I think they're really neat. Not necessarily reading quality, but just really cool to see. So if you're interested in this one right here, this will be $8, number 30. Here's another one of my antique books. This is Barrooms at Brantley, the Alta edition. This is another one with gorgeous, gorgeous cover work here. This embossed cover work. It's got a bunch of florals. It is a brown and a black book. We do have some wear to the book, but once again, this is an antique book. We've got some rough cut pages there as well. So it is inscribed on the inside in pencil. The other one was in pen. And this book, I'm trying to remember the date on this one here, 1877. 1877, this guy here. Nice big print, too. So not sure what the book is about. But this nice baby here is another really nice book to decorate with or thumb through. I don't know. I have to actually sit down and read these one of these days. But if you're interested in this one will be $8, number 16. This next one is a twofer. I have number 4, Bobbsey Twins Mystery at School, and number 57, Bobbsey Twins and the Greek Hat Mystery. I have to say that slowly because I feel like I'm going to mess that up. This one here does have a little, somebody put some tape or something across the cover here. But nice condition these are in. $2.50 back in the day at Caldors. This is 1962. Really good shape, the inside of the book. The outside is a little dusty or a little, a little worn there. We've got a little water splash there. And same with the Greek Hat Mystery. We got a little water spots there. This is also, I believe, 1962. Let's find out together, shall we? 1964 copyright. Once again, pages are all in really good shape. and very well. I don't even know if these spines were ever cracked. These were probably gifted to some kid who just never read them. So if you're interested in the duo of Bobbsey twins, they will be $8 for the sets. And the number is 1. Okay, so the last set was a 2-fer. This is a 3-fer. This is a Hardy Boys set. 3 books in this set. Book 1, 2, and 3. We have The Tower Treasure, The House on the Cliff, and The Secret of the Old Mill. So these are, like I said, 1, 2, and 3. They're all in pretty good shape. This one has a little bit of separation right in here in the cover. So let's see. This guy here, I really should have written down these copyright dates, but 1959 on that one. These were my dad's favorite when he was a kid. He loved the Hardy Boys, and I tried to watch that special on Netflix. I just couldn't get into it. This one also 1959, and this one, which is in the best shape right here, this one's in really good shape. The Hardy Boys, number 3. And this one is, oh, I must have skipped a page. I bet you this is 1959 too, huh? Yes, think. Oh, maybe this one. Oh, 1962. 1962 on this one. So, all 3 books. All 3 of these babies there. Boop, I can't get them all in frame. All 3 of these, $10, number 18. I had picked this book up with every intention of reading it. Things being what they were, I never read it. So this is Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. It's not like it's an awesome copy or a special copy or anything. It's not like it's a first copy. Oh, look, you even get a little card. What do we got here? Oh, does anyone need some? Is this insurance? Does anyone need insurance securities? Gary Ure. You get him as a bookmark. I'll leave that in there. So this book here, I believe this is 1981 edition. 1980 edition. It's not even, it's like, it's second new printing. So it's not even like it's a first edition. But maybe you read it. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you're missing your copy. Here's your chance to own one. $6, number 25. This is kind of one of those books that I think would be really fun. This one and the next one, they'll be really fun to play with if you're going to do an altered book project, because it doesn't have a very ornate cover. It probably had a dust jacket at some point, which it has lost. This book here is called Mixture for Men, and it's 1946. That one I remember. 1946, right down there. Whoop. This was a piece, is collections that were first published in Magazine for Men. So it's a bunch of humorous kind of stories that were in a men's magazine, and hence it's called Mixture for Men. I believe here, let me see. I thought there were a couple of illustrations. Ah, there are. There are some illustrations. So we've got some fun illustrations in this book as well, totally from the 30s and the 40s. It's in really good shape. Nothing wrong with this baby except for it's missing its dust jacket. And if you're interested in this one here, it'll be $6, number 13. This is another one that I thought would be really great for any kind of journaling, art journaling, altered book project you might want to do. This is a Reader Digest book, and I think it has only 2 stories. It has Jaws and The Dogs of War. So these are condensed books. This does have some illustrations in it. It is in really great shape. There we go. There's an illustration. The spine is really tight. It does have some color illustrations. It has some black and white illustrations. Like I said, it is not a fancy dancy book. It is a Reader's Digest book. I think it's from the 80s. Let's see. 1975? All right, so 1975. I thought it was from the 80s. But I thought a really great book if you were interested, or maybe you just want to own a copy of Jaws. So if you're interested in this one, $4, number 2. I picked this baby up because anytime I see an Alice in Wonderland book, I pick it up. There's a few books that I will pick up when I see them. Alice in Wonderland, Black Beauty, some of the classics. But these I love because I love the illustration on the front. Alice in Wonderland, this is another 80s book. There's nothing super fancy. It's in really good shape. It's from the Weekly Readers Classics. And like I said, the spine hasn't even really been cracked. 1983 on the publication, but it has a lot of the original artwork, which I think is really fun. So this would be a book that, you know, if you wanted to cut this up or make this into a journal as well, nobody's gonna be mad at you. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. So if you're interested in this book here, it will be $5, number 29. Now, the book that I'm using for the Altered Book Project is very, very similar to this one. It's another 1930s book, just like this one. Same thing, black and green cover. I picked this one up because I loved the name of the title, The Illustrious Corpse. So for me, that's the reason why I picked this up. And that it was written by a woman in the 20s and 30s. I mean, I think that's great. But it does have some wear up there at the corners. So this is, the spine is, the binding is a little loose. It is inscribed there, but it is a 1930s book. So, you know, this would be another one that would be kind of fun to have fun with, or just a really good display piece because, let's face it, when you stick it on a bookshelf, especially around Halloween time, and that's what you see, that's kind of cool. So if you're interested in The Illustrious Corpse, it's going to be $5, number 3. So this is my beefiest book. This is Gone with the Wind, Margaret Mitchell. It's Macmillan's copy. Once again, missing its dust jacket. I don't know how readily available a lot of these are, but this is actually in really good shape, the whole binding. It has the rough cut pages. I kind of like the rough cut pages. I think they're kind of neat. This is an 80s edition as well. I know some people like to have all the different ones. So this is 1986 edition. Blue cover, super thick book. But if you're interested in Gone with the Wind here, it's going to be $8, number 28. All right, so the next ones I have are all from this, the Tudor Shakespeare. I have 3 different ones of these. This one here is Julius Caesar. This one is in really, really good condition. It's another antique book. So the Tudor Shakespeare, it's a smaller copy too, so it's not a really big guy there. This is the early 1900s. There was a whole little library of these. I love the inside page right there. I think that's so pretty. So they give you a list of all the ones they have. They do have a picture. This one is 1916, The Tragedy of Julius Caesar, with the introduction done up there. Wow, it's a long introduction. There we go. So there's actually the play itself. So if you're interested in Julius Caesar, he is going to be $8, number 4. And next up from the Tudor Shakespeare, this one is Antony and Cleopatra. This cover is a little bit more worn, as you can see there on the front. All right, but the book itself in really, really good shape. I love the inside of this one. We've got Richard Burbage from the original painting ascribed to himself. This one is 1921, so just over 100 years old there. And it is Antony and Cleopatra. The back is in great shape. It's just the front of the cover that's a little dinged up there. But if you're interested in the Tudor Shakespeare, Antony and Cleopatra, it will be $8, number 20. And the last one in this run of Shakespearean novels that I have here is The Merchant of Venice. I believe this is the Pound of Flesh one, I believe. So another Tudor Shakespeare book, another really good cover. I love the inside of this one with the little Tudor rose on the bottom. Love it. So let's see. These were done by the Macmillan Company. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Shylock. So this is the one with the Pound of Flesh. This is 1920 a copyright. And somebody has underlined in pencil, but it's pencil, so we can forgive them for that. But this one was actually probably better, more well-read than the other, although the cover is still in really good shape there. I like to show off those little corners and so on and so forth. So if you're interested in The Merchant of Venice, it's going to be $8, number 9. But I will say this, if you're interested in all 3 of these Shakespearean books, I will do the whole set for somebody for $20. Okay, so put down in the comments if you're interested in the whole set of 3. I will do all 3 for $20 and just put Shakespeare set of 3, and then I'll do those up. Okay, next up, I have a Raggedy Ann book. This is Raggedy Ann Stories. Is a very, very vibrant color book here. And it's in really good shape. Just a little bit of wear right up there on the tippy of the spine. But this is another book that's like, you know when you open a book and the pages just kind of stay there, that nobody ever opened this? I believe this was a Toys R Us book. This has some great illustrations. This particular copy is 1961. So we have some color illustrations in there. We've got black and whites too. I think, yeah, there's some black and white illustrations. This is another book that, you know what, if you wanted to have some fun cutting it up, go for it. Or journaling in this too. But if you're interested in the Raggedy Ann stories, it's going to be $4, number 6. All right, this book I picked up because I loved the red color of the book. Sometimes I have different colored books on different shelves, depending on the season. I actually used this at Christmas time to put a really cool hurricane lamp on top of. I thought it was a really neat look. They're really great in vignettes, especially these solid color cover books. And that's what this one is. It's just got a little bit of gold trim there. This is Poems of Childhood. Originally, this was written in the early 1900s. This edition here, though, is from the 70s. It does have some really cute illustrations in it as well. So, yeah, originally this one was 1904. Yeah, 1904. And this edition here is 1973. So like I said, it does have some really neat little poems, but it also has some really cute little illustrations. Some of them are full pages. Some of them are just kind of like little scribbles. So it would be another really fun book to have a little bit of fun with. It does have, there are a few pages that have some of this like water staining. So just a full notification there on that. And if you're interested in this book, it'll be $4, number 21. Okay, another twofer. So I have the 1980s Christmas Treats book and the 1970s Colonial Holiday Treats. Both of these have illustrations in them. They both have some really interesting recipes as well. This one's got really cute little illustrations. I think these would be cute. You color these in, or you let the kitties color these in and do little decorations with them. Maybe use some of these. Is that kolache? That's not kolache, right? I'm not even sure what that is. Well, if you know how to pronounce that word, hold on. If you know how to pronounce that word, let me know. The mouse is just adorable, though. So that's the Christmas treats. It's a whole bunch of them. Both of these have more than just cookies in them. This one looks like a semi-private, like one is 1971. This has a little bit of everything in it. I love the green font. This is really fun. And it does have, like I said, little tiny sketches, old-timey raisin spice cake. Like, I think it'd be fun to try out some of these recipes. All sorts of pies. All sorts of pies. So, if you're interested in the set of 2 Christmas cookbooks, they're going to be $3, number 17. And next up, I have the other cookbook I have. This is Better Homes and Gardens Junior Cookbook. And I love this subtitle, For the Hostess and Host of Tomorrow. I love that they threw in host. This has some really awesome mid-century photos going on with some absolutely hideous recipes. I'm not going to lie. Some of these recipes are not very tasty looking, but some of them are really kind of fun, and it's meant for kids to cook in. This is the 2nd edition. This is 1965. I'm sorry, 4th edition, 1965's edition. I mean, just look at the kitties having fun with their hot dogs and olives, because yeah, olives go with hot dogs. But I mean, some of the recipes are awesome. Like, you know, you get your perfect French toast. You've got party surprise sandwiches. Let me see, candies and cookies. I mean, there are a few odd recipes in here. I'm trying to find the really weird one. Applesauce with red hots. So you need a 1/4 cup of water, 4 tart apples, and a bottle of red hots. It's some kind of weird applesauce thing. So this is just another fun cookbook. It's easy. It's meant for kids to cook with. So if you have maybe grandkids are kind of getting into the cooking thing and they want to have fun in the kitchen, this could be their own little throwback cookbook. So if you're interested in this guy here, he is going to be $6, number 24. Okay, so this next one's going to be a wee bit of a struggle to show, but we'll work on it. So this is Needlecraft Magazine, August 1925. And look at her serving up her lemonade and cookies on her finely embroidered tablecloth. So this it does have patterns in it. It has really cool vintage ads. Look at that. Campbell's Soup ad. It has collection of lace trims. Oh, I love this too. Oh, look at that. It's these pictures. Daintiness and durability. So here's the front, so you can see that's what was on the cover. That's the little cloth there. So this is quite a few fun pages. And then in the back, of course, we have all the really great old school ads. All right. So I have a couple of different of these ones. This one here is August 1925. Really fun cover. And if you're interested in this one, it's going to be $7, number 7. Okay, another Needlecraft magazine. This is November 1927. Mom's sitting there working on her big old artwork piece there, and daughter's holding the little yarn pieces. This one's a little thicker. It does have some damage down here to the bottom. I'm going to show that off. And once again, we've got some great, this is a Thanksgiving one, so there's several kinds of Thanksgiving dinners with and without turkey. Didn't know Thanksgiving came without turkey. Lots of really cool ads, decorating tips, and also some really neat little patterns that are in here. Look at these flapper ladies shopping for rugs. Awesome. Okay. So really great. If you're interested in this one here, once again, this will be a $7, number 22. And my last Needlecraft magazine is June 1925. This cover is not as ornate. There's a really pretty lace piece that's pictured on the front. At the time, I love it. These were 10 cents a copy. Ooh la la, 10 cents a copy. This one is another one of the thinner ones. Easy to do are these embroideries for the bedroom. So I guess they've got a whole little special, look at that. Beauty is fragile. I love the ads in these old magazines. So they do have some nice, there we go, needlepoint showing off some of those in photographs. But he also got an easy way to make jam and jelly. And Kellogg's cornflake ad. So also fun ads, some really good old school needlepoint tips. I'm a little out of focus. So this is June 1925, $7, number 8. Okay, now we're going to wander into my realm of golden books. So the first one I have up here, this is Dogs. Dogs was 49 cents back in its day there. So as you can imagine, it is all about doggies. This is 1974. So we've got all sorts of different dogs in this one. This one, I love the Dalmatians. Oh, look at the little dachshunds. Aren't they cute? A little bit of the wear here on the corners. These are older books. I mean, Jiminy Crickets, this is, from the year I was born. So this is pushing 50 years old. Not quite there yet, but pushing 50 years old. So if you're interested in dogs, it's $3, number 26. And the next golden book I have up here is Margaret Wise Brown's Pussy Willow. This one here, the cover is very faded, but I kind of like it that it's faded. It's kind of fun. So let's see, how are we looking otherwise? The cover's not in too rough a shape. Could be better, but it could be worse. So O'Leary owned this book. I wonder if it was Mrs. O'Leary. So this one here is copyright renewed 1979. But I mean, there's just some absolutely fabulous pictures in this one. The colors and everything. I think this one's a neat one. And the pages are so thin. So Pussy Willow wandering through the outdoors, inspecting everything. So if you're interested in this one, it'll be $3, number 10. And next up for the golden books, I have Birds, a child's first book about most familiar birds. That little baby on the front is so cute. Kind of looks like me when I was little with that little strawberry blondie hair. So this one here too, we got a little fade, we got a little crease here on the cover. A little bit of wear right up where the 59 cents was, and a little wear down there. But once again, this is a book on, this is B.O. O'Leary, B. O'Leary. This is 1977 with Canadian geese. Purple martins. I don't know, maybe you want to be a bird watcher and you want to learn what the birds are in your backyard. Here you go. It gives you all the birds in your backyard. There's some really pretty illustrations in this too. Red-winged blackbirds. I've got a lot of those in my yard. So lots of really nice pictures. Lots of really cutie little babies. So if you're interested in birds, it's going to be $3, number 15. And in case you were sensing a theme with my golden books, I'm going to throw you. Because look, there's Heidi. No more animal books. This one's Heidi. So this one here was available at Toys R Us. It was actually cheaper than the cover price. So it's 48 cents at Toys R Us, but it was 50 cents. This one is probably in the best condition of all the golden books I have. You can see there's just a little bit of wear right there and a little bit of wear down there. This does not belong to anyone, apparently. This one was originally in 1954, but it's in 1978 in its 14th printing. Classic story of Heidi singing with her goats. Singing with her goats. So the pages, we got a couple of little like folded pages here, but those can be pushed back. The rest of the book is in good shape. This one was read a little bit more than some of the other golden books that I pick up. So there we go. If you're interested in Heidi, it's going to be $3, number 11. Okay, and last, and you can see it all looks blank up there, I have 4 mystery date books. Now, I will not divulge the name of the books, but I will tell you they are all by the same author. They're all by the same author. They are all Harlequin romance books, and they are all from the 70s. They are from an author called Betty Nels, N-E-E-L-S. There are 4 of them, and they will come wrapped up for one of those rainy, chilly nights when you got a glass of wine, everyone's in bed, and you're sitting down on the couch, and you just feel like diving into one of those Harlequin romances of the past. So I will wrap these up all purdy, and you can break them open whenever you feel like reading them. So like I said, there are 4 of these. They are $1 a piece. Can't go wrong for a buckaroo, right? $1 a piece. They are number 14, number 27, number 23, and number 19. Or if you want to make it real easy on yourself, just put blind date. All right, that is it. I would like to thank you all for watching my book sale. Hopefully you found something that you like, that maybe you want to turn into an art project. And for those of you who aren't aware of the Altered Book Project, please check out Claudia K. Vintage, her Instagram post. She's also on YouTube where she talks about altered book pictures. I have a few on my Instagram page that I've done. I got to catch up. I'm a little bit behind. So some of these would be fantastic for that. Or maybe you want to read some, or maybe you want to decorate with some. That's why I picked them up. So until next time. Oh, I should actually say before I sign off, I should say that I'm going to leave this active until Monday. This will be up on Wednesday. It'll stay active till Monday. I will invoice after my Glass with Class sale. So this one might be a little longer. I usually like to invoice on a Wednesday. So I know this is going up on a Wednesday. So I like to give it a little bit of time. If you would like your books earlier, let me know. I can totally do that. I can send them out earlier. If you're not in a rush and you can wait till the next invoice day, great. I might get to it earlier. Who knows? Who knows? I've been really kind of busy lately. So that being said, until next time, everyone, stay swanky and stay classy.